Opendoor stock has been all over the place today. But what does the future hold? Let's break down the last 12 hours of price action, key technical levels, and what's really driving this stock. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Opendoor Technologies Inc. and its performance over the past 12 hours. In this video, we'll go through what's happened, the key technical levels, and the fundamental drivers. Let's dive in. Right now, Opendoor is trading around $6.51 with a drop of approximately 2.7% in the last 12 hours. Today's session has been volatile, with the stock hitting a high of 75 cents and a low of 6.36. It opened at 6.96 cents, and since then we've seen some fluctuation. This is important because the stock's price action over the past 12 hours shows a lot of market indecision. A lot of people are still trying to figure out the future of this stock, especially with the housing market concerns. The increased volume today shows that traders and investors are actively participating. There's a lot of interest, but also a lot of uncertainty. Let's talk about the technicals. The key support level right now is $6.36. If the stock breaks below that, we could see further declines towards $6. On the flip side, the resistance level is sitting at $6.96, the opening price for the day. If the stock can break through that, we might see it head towards $7 or higher. Right now, the RSI Relative Strength Index is sitting around 32, signaling that the stock is oversold. This doesn't mean the stock is going to bounce immediately, but it could indicate that there might be a potential for a recovery if it holds above support. In terms of momentum, the MACD is still showing a negative signal, so the overall trend remains bearish unless we see a reversal. Keep an eye on that 6.36 support level. If it holds, we could see a short-term bounce. Now let's take a step back and look at the fundamentals. Opendoor's business model revolves around buying homes, fixing them up, and then selling them. But right now, the housing market is facing headwinds. Interest rates are up, and home sales are slowing down. This puts pressure on Opendoor's ability to flip houses quickly and make a profit. Opendoor did report about $915 million in revenue last quarter, but they're still running at a net loss of around $317 million. The company's gross margin is about 8%, which isn't too high for a tech company. They're still working on achieving profitability. Another risk to consider is that Opendoor has been issuing warrants. These are additional securities that could lead to dilution if exercised. So there's a risk of more shares being issued, which can affect current shareholders. Overall, the fundamentals are still a bit shaky. There's potential for growth if the company can execute its pivot to AI and tech-driven solutions, but it's not there yet. The housing market's health will be critical to their success, and right now, it's uncertain. Looking at market sentiment, there's a lot of uncertainty around Opendoor's future. On one hand, some investors believe in the company's pivot to a tech-driven model, but on the other hand, the housing market's slowdown continues to weigh heavily. In the next few weeks, pay attention to any updates on interest rates, housing market data, and Opendoor's upcoming announcements. If the company can't make progress towards profitability or the housing market continues to weaken, there could be more downside risk. For those of you who are looking to trade or invest, keep an eye on the $6.36 support level. If the stock falls below that, further declines are likely. But if it holds steady and shows signs of a recovery, it could be an opportunity for a short-term bounce. To wrap things up, Opendoor is currently in a volatile phase. The stock is reacting to both macroeconomic factors like the housing market and internal company challenges. For short-term traders, watch the support at 6.36 and resistance at 6.96. For long-term investors, it's wise to wait for more clarity on profitability and market conditions. What do you think? Is Opendoor a buy at these levels, or should investors stay away for now? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more updates like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult with a professional advisor before making investment decisions.